All right, today we're going to take a look at the in development of the eFed Management Suite V2. Some people may remember a few years back we did version 1, which was basically Ross Finmore's Backstage 3 with, expanded. The eFed Management Suite V2 is fully rewritten from the ground up. It's in progress, so you're going to see, a lot of test data. There's some places that aren't working yet, some features that aren't in yet, and whatnot. I just want to give kind of a preview to, whoever's watching this who's interested in what's coming. In a nutshell, EMS, eFed Management Suite, uh, allows you to basically almost automate running a fantasy wrestling promotion. It can also be used for other things, like if you want to run a real wrestling promotion, you could really honestly build it for that, and all kinds of stuff. The front end, which we're on right now, isn't really built out too much. It's kind of ugly, but you see the test data. You have your promos. This hasn't been styled yet. We'll come back to win loss what all this is. Yeah, so everything that we're going to show you in the administration dashboard populates this stuff automatically. Let's jump into it. This is where really we've got stuff. Now, I am currently logged in as a webmaster, so I have all of the options in the navigation. There are several different account types. There are fan, which will have like basically nothing. Handler, which is handlers assign characters. They have, submit bio, submit promo, that kind of stuff. And then you have admin, which will be your Fed head. They're able to book cards, do all that kind of stuff. And then you have the webmaster, which has everything. Whenever you first come in, you have your list of characters. As I'm a webmaster, I see everybody, but you'll have your list of characters. You can select who you're working at as for the day. You'll see here we have an event booked coming up. The first thing you see when you come in here, you got your riders, you got your matches segments. You can submit from here, which this is not working yet. You reserve segments, submit promos, all this stuff. Yeah, so we'll come back to that though. Let's jump over here. We got home. This will take you to the front page of the eFed home. So the home itself will just refresh this. Something here cool that's new to this and not in Backstage 3 or the original EMS is a private messaging system. So let me see here. A little slow. So we actually have a brand new private messaging system, which will allow you to really, send messages to handlers or characters. My computer's running a little slow, so I apologize. And yeah, it's really neat. Let's see here. So you can send messages to other handlers by their name, by their character name, or whatever, and then when they get them in, they will see this. They're able to reply. Really kind of a cool thing that wasn't built in there, and this will be some neat functionality that we're able to use later. So you can also look at your sent messages. Bam. Um, Manage promos. This will really shows you the promos that have been posted, who posted them, what status they're in, when it was submitted at. This is for everybody who has deadlines, so you know exactly when it's submitted. This was submitted at my local time zone, which is a configuration we can do. Once it's submitted, it cannot be edited at all. You can view it though, and only webmasters and admins can delete it. Regular handlers cannot. If it's not yet finished, you can go in and do it. It's got tag system, which I'm going to put tag systems out throughout everything. And you can submit as final or save as draft. If you save as draft, let's see here. If you save as draft, it will just go back to here, not submitted yet. Basically, same thing for news posts, exactly same aspect. Submitting promos, we're logged in over here, but since I'm a webmaster, you also have this. You can do your promo stuff up, your location, all that stuff, and then put all that tags, and you can save as draft or submit role play. I need to fix this because that's going to annoy me. Anyways, so exact same kind of system, but with promos. Once again, once it's submitted, it can't be edited at all, and only people who can delete it as webmaster admins. News rumors, exact same setup, really. You type your news, you got your category, who you're posting at, you post it. Let's see here. That goes with the managed news promos. Character bio. Right now, we've got real name, nickname, height, weight, birthday, build from, and bio. This will go on the main front page of the character bio. Probably some other stuff coming too, but this is just start. And we have in the ring, which is all your move sets, match rider stuff. And what's cool about this is whenever you go to write the do the match writing, there's a section that once you populate the people, it will give you a way to pop this up and be able to see all this information as well as the bio information right there. Champions. Champions is this will show you the champions. I'll show you the championship manager in a bit. Anyways, let's see here. You got a history, so this is who won it, where, or whatever. You can edit that if you need to. You can add an unaired change, so who was the champion before, who's the champion after, and it will go right into there. And this is populated by unaired changes, as well as when you set a show from booking to public, it will automatically populate this information here. So you don't have to worry about doing things anymore like you did in Backstage 30. It will automatically populate it. Or you can add it from there too. So that's really kind of a cool feature that's expanded upon. Event booking. So as you can see here in the booking manager, we have that one show that's already booked. You can look at the card. The card you can actually drag and drop, and that will save the order of the drag and drop. You can add a new match. You got your match types. You got your titles. You can add a referee, match preview. Another thing on EMS V2 that's a little bit different than Backstage 3 or the original EMS is you can actually select more than one. Let's see here. So you can select more than one match rider. And that comes into play later because I am working on setting it up to where it's a collaborative nature of match riding and not just one person in charge of it. We're trying to make it to where people can all work within the system itself. So that's kind of neat. Return to booking manager, actions. This is just your regular booking things. So you got your segment limit, all this. This goes before and after the card on the main site. If you want to add a new booking, you got your event type. You'll pick what kind it is. Event name. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's just do this. You know what? I want to do this to show you guys something. So jackpot label is going to be, let's say 2025. Air date, promo deadline, segment limit, and character segment limits fall within what kind of segment limits you have for booking the show. Meaning, overall segment limit is say you put 10 in, there's only 10 segments that can be put in the show fully. If you have 0 here, it's unlimited. Character segment limits means how many segments a character can submit. You got your countries. Got your venues inside the countries, and then this event image, which is really neat. Let's see here. If we go to, when we're setting it up, you'll have an image in there. Let's see. You'll have an image in there. Let's just go back real quick. You see this image here. So whenever you go in, that's the default image for your events. And but if you go and you're setting a new one for that same event, let's see, that was Smash was, I think, this. So say we're adding another Smash. Let's say this is Smash 2. And we're just going to throw in this. I should have thought about this earlier. Let's see. Let's just throw some stuff in there. Let's put wherever it's going to be. France. All right. So what's cool about this is that's the image that automatically populates. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Let's pretend that this Royal Rumble is another Smash. Add the booking sheet. Oh no, and I have this. Okay. All right, I'll have to fix that. Anyways, the purpose behind it is what it does is for that event only, this default image will be the one you uploaded, and I'll have to figure out why that's crashing. This is still in development, so it is what it is. So really, in a nutshell, your events automatically have a default image you set, which we'll get to that in a moment, or you can do a per event image. So that works well. Like if you have a pay-per-view that has a default pay-per-view image, but every year you want to add a different image without erasing your historical stuff. It's really kind of a neat thing. It's from like really real wrestling, where almost every flyer for a show looks the same, but maybe it has a new date or different people on it. You can do that for this now. Create user. Got your username, that your groups, which I was talking about. User manager. You can manage your people, so you can see who they have assigned to them. You can edit all that. Search. We're going to be putting search throughout everything. User permissions. We're still working on the permissions here, so we're going to have different permissions throughout the entire system to allow people to do certain things based upon what they're allowed to, so that handlers can do some administrative stuff with you for you and not have to be administrator. Really, is what that is. Character management. All right, this is where you manage your characters. So you got your add new character, you have your tag team, trio, stables, that kind of stuff. So you can edit the name, you can add handlers. So let's just say that Test is the handler for that character, but you can add additional handlers. So what's cool about this is one person isn't stuck to just one character. So if you have, say, a comedy character several people write for, this is what this comes in handy for. If someone leaves a Fed or something, you can literally just remove them. Really cool. You can set them as alumni here. Edit will let you edit all their bio information. Same thing for tag teams. You got your tag team. You got your members. You can actually add your members like you did that. So since this tag team only allows me to add up to 2, I can remove 1 to add someone else. Same thing for trios is 3. And stables will allow you to add up to, I believe, 6. So when you're creating characters, just name. And whenever you put a name in, let's see here, Bat. You got your slug automatically picks, and then you can pick what kind of character you are. You can assign your handlers if you want to, and bam, you have your new character there. So delete him, bam. So that's how you set up your characters. Kind of neat. Win loss manager. We're going to talk about this a little bit. This is really cool. This is something that is it's really really cool. So Backstage 3 had a win loss thing where you had to go in and manually well, no, that was for something else. Well, anyways, Backstage 3 did wins and losses very, simple. What this does is this tracks wins, losses, no contests, calculates the totals and percentages, and everything. So whenever we're doing match things, you can set who wins, who loses. If it's no contest, it'll automatically send their number of matches up, and then it'll calculate their win and loss percentage, which is really cool. Let's see here. Admins can go in, and admins and webmasters can go in and actually do a manual adjustment. So let's add 2 losses, 2, 3. Let's just do a manual adjustment. And you see that when loss is done. What's cool is what it does is it takes that automated number from whenever you're actually submitting shows, plus your manual submissions, and adds them here. I don't have any shows submitted right now to show you, but it'll add that up and give you a realistic number for wins and losses. You can actually do a bulk import and import in a CSV that has these here to kind of fill your manual numbers. So that's good if you're bringing like a Fed from with like 20 years of history into EMS. You can set that up, or you can export a CSV. Alumni characters are taken care of too. It's really neat. You'll be able to post this on the front page as a function as well, and it's also got its own page, which we were showing you. Let's see here. Boom. It should show. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like, and you can go through your different things. It's really neat. All right, now we're getting down to the Fediman stuff. Got your title management. So this is where you add in your titles. I'm going to also add in an image thing, which is going to be like, with the character, or I'm sorry, with the shows. So you got your titles. You got your champions, which we've already went through this, I believe, earlier. Yeah, shows you your championship history, and like I said, you could it automatically pull it in. So you know, add different titles, events. This is what we were talking about earlier. You got your different event names. You got non-aired house shows, on-air weekly, special events, pay-per-views, PLEs. You can move around if you want to on that. You can edit from in here, update your image, all this good stuff. Let's see. Add a new event. You got your event name, short name, event type, where does it go, and then your default image. That's that default image that always falls back to if you don't add a event specific image. Really, really cool little way to do this, I think. Bio configs. This is all your different bio configs. These are the ones that come packaged with it, but you can add a new one and base it off of another. So what a bio config basically is that's what loads your biofields for your biographies. And you'll see tag teams only have like team bio, but it'll pull in the members and pull in their member bios. You can add additional fields though if you'd like. If the default ones aren't enough for you, you can customize it to your Fed. Match types, we got our match type manager here. You can edit, delete everything as you need to. You can add new ones, which for some reason triple threat's not in here, so I probably should add that. Now I've got triple threat. Venue management. Venue management starts with countries. So it's got the different countries, how many venues are in said country, and then country names, which you'll probably never really need to update unless Trump changes the name of Mexico or something. You can add a country in if a new country somehow becomes, a thing. And then you could actually go ahead and view your venues, which this is kind of an old list. So there's a lot of venues that are no longer in here, or there's a lot of venues that aren't in here. Like I'm in Las Vegas and we don't have a Legion in here. I need to populate some more stuff. But anyways, you got your name, location, capacity, and then you can edit all of that right here, or you can add a new venue up here. As you saw, US had 365 or 376 different venues. Image uploads. This is just where you can upload images for different things. Let's just say we want to upload a title image. Got that. Upload it. It tells you where to upload it to, and you can use that link for anything you need to in the site. All right, coming down here, this is webmaster a permission group specific stuff. You got your website uh, config here. So you got your logo, your favIQ, your main website URL, your promotion name, promotion short name, all that stuff that can be pulled your time zone. This is what will be used for the promo times and whatnot, and then allow PHP editing for content pages, which we'll get to that in just a moment. Content pages. This is where you really can set up your new pages for your website. You got to add new HTML, add new what you see is what you get editor. And this allows you to, let's just take a look here, allows you to go in there and put in the information that you need to. This is just HTML. I work in HTML, so that's what I do. You can assign a different template to it if you want to, and by assigning a different template, that will allow you to that allow that website on the front end to look completely different. So, speaking of templates, we got that next. So you've got your default template. What's in there? You got this test template that I did. As you can see, it's all in HTML, but it are PHP files, so it will render PHP functions. Create a new template. We'll create a new template folder. So that creates a new template folder within the web server, and then once you've got that, you can go in and start your header and footer content. News categories allow you to, just like it says, set up categories for your news. So this should probably actually, I don't know why I did it with general, but we got news and rumors is how I would like it to be for this. You can delete as well. Let's see here. Admins and webmasters. Well, no, webmasters. I don't know if admins will. I need to check the permissions, but there's an audit log. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of audit log stuff in there, and this is good for just making sure that if something disappears, something gets updated or edited, no one can say I didn't do it. You will know exactly who did it, what they did, and whatnot. As you can see, the stuff that we've been doing came in here. So, and then underneath that is the change log, which we have the change log in here. There will also be a full user guide implemented into the nav bar as well. So, changelog editor only I'll see because I'm a developer, and that's I have that in there just specifically for the development of it. And then you got your log out. So, which you'll see here, this is your login. And we're back to the main website here. As I said, I'm still working on how this looks. Chronology, I think is real cool. It pulls in promos, news, it'll pull in shows. There's some styling stuff I want to do, but your Fed, you can style however you want. Templates or system is something I want to expand on and have some default templates plus allow you to do your own. Roster, this will look different, obviously, whenever we get going, but really basic right now because it's still kind of early. But that is the eFed Management Suite V2 currently in development, written from the ground up. Like I said, 100% fresh code, requires PHP 8.1. It's all modern and everything. And yeah, I just want to give you guys this sneak peek at it and show you that. If you could join the EMS Discord. That's just me and Justin sitting in there right now. Justin's helping me kind of give me ideas on how to expand this. I would love your ideas. It's where you also get updates on what's going on. And you can even reach out to me if you'd like to be one of the first promotions to test this whenever we get ready to test. I am looking for people to test this out and such. You know what? While we're talking about testing, let's go ahead and show you what it looks like with this is a handler account. I don't even think I mentioned this. Yeah, I didn't even mention this. Okay. So, yeah, when you go in here, if you're not a writer, it's locked. You can't access it at all. If you are a writer, you can submit it. So you got your notes compiler, summary, all that good stuff. And whenever you're in here, what it does is it actually locks it. So you're currently locked while you're writing. You can preview, which should preview that up, but for some reason it's not. Anyways, as you write, it auto saves and you can save it. But once you're done, you can do save and release, and it'll go there. And what that is when you have multiple people submitting, they'll go in, and if someone else is in there already, it'll say, "Hey, this person's already editing it. You can't do it. You have to come back." So once you save and release, it unlocks it for other people that are also writers on it to access it, as well as let's see, save and release. It unlocks so other writers can write in it, but it also kind of it'll release after 20 minutes of inactivity, or if you've closed the page, it should check for that as well. So let's see here. That's really cool. You can't see the managed results here because I'm just a test user. I need to actually get rid of this one for handlers. Let's go back and go in here. Yeah, so I need to get rid of that for handlers. But yeah, here's where you can also update how stuff goes. Really kind of cool stuff, and it's going to be a neat thing and moving pretty quick on getting it developed. So as I was saying before, I had a squirrel moment. make sure that you check out the front page and go join the EMS Discord. Let me know if you'd like to, have more information about previewing it and maybe using it for your Fed when we get ready to launch. The temporary EMS website, test website's at 3060.wrestleut.com, and I'm working on getting a site set up just for the EMS in general. Anyways, if you watch this, cool. Appreciate you.